so jazzed. Like, fuck.
So many of these sprites could have been memes if this game came out later.
Oh, yeah. No.
If the internet had memes when this... Look at that horsey!
Oh, yeah. No, Horsey's great.
All of these are reaction images.
Yeah, no, permanently. I mean, that's all of Pokemon, basically.
If I didn't like Super, I wouldn't be paying for a Crunchyroll subscription largely to see it on release night. Yeah, is that... We continue to not subscribe.
Yeah, we continue to not subscribe at all.
Is there really anything else worth subscribing
you
for?
get
I know
it without ads.
You get no ads. Is that it?
That's it. Yeah, it's ads, and you get to watch certain things the day they come out, rather than having to wait like a week or something like that.
Yeah, it's... I'm glad that they don't restrict you from watching certain series, making like premium series or whatever, but it still feels like there should be something else that you get.
I would agree.
I don't know what that would be, though. I don't know what you should be getting that shouldn't already be free. Because you could tell me, oh, well, they give you this and this and this, and I'd be like, well, why can't I get those for free? And if it was something like sending you a t-shirt, I'd be like, I don't need a t-shirt. I have many shirts.
I already have a Y shirt.
What?
I don't know. It's better than a t-shirt because it's a lower letter.
Does that just mean you've raised your arms above your head?
No, it means there's no hole for your head to go through.
Oh.
Trash King grew to level 17.
Wait, you mean pants?
Yes, some people call a Y shirt pants.
That's not how you wear those.
Fine. If that's what you want to call it, like a layman. Yeah, look at this Shelder, by the way.
Is the general head of the Shelder supposed to be a pearl? Is that what's going on?
I think that was the original intent, but it kind of changed over time.
It kind of just turned into this is like just a fleshy mass.
I think it's like, generally speaking, it's mysterious because it's just darkness inside of a clamshell.
Change all of the colors like that.
Because that's how withdrawal works.
Oh.
But then on top of making it that, in the anime and in extended stuff, they were like, okay, well, let's reinterpret that general darkness as just an actual black sphere. And then it just kind of was like, okay, so it's like a pearl. And then even after that, it was like, okay, let's keep reinterpreting it. Now it's just some kind of weird,
you know what?
Purple mass.
You know what
apparently.
I wish they had done? They could still do it just to fuck with people.
What?
I wish there were arms coming out of that shell. Out of the inside of it.
That would be terrifying.
Yes, it would. That's why I kind of want it.
Well, it's got that little tongue. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, I like that it's constantly raspberrying us.
A little bit,
It's like it's one big quirk. It's cute.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in Crunchyroll talk? Also watching Junji Ito Collection.
That's pretty cool.
So that's a thing you like, right?
Yeah.
So that's a thing you can go find. Speaking of things on Crunchyroll, do you care if I actually watch the rest of Sanrio Boys without you?
No, go for it.
Okay, you guys should know that there's an officially made Sanrio, like a Hello Kitty and stuff, like, thing that's literally just cute high school boys bonding over the fact that they like Sanrio characters and are afraid people will call them girly. And we've only seen one episode so far, but I found it would be more charming if it wasn't basically an advertisement. But I like the idea of what if bronies, but for something else, and also they're like supposed to be attractive. And like that could be either really interesting or turn really weird, and I'm interested to see where that goes. But I don't know if Josh would have wanted to do it with me, because it's obviously like not something that he'd be into.
Well, it's not like I really care or anything.
Yeah, you sat through Pretty Man, High School, whatever, Sailor Moon with boys with me.
Yeah.
That one was funny though. Like they put a lot of humor into it. He also sat through Pillow Boys with me, which was basically just baffling and sometimes nightmarish. Go look that one up.
That was a little confusing, yeah. Pillow Boys is a little strange.
Pillow Boys they're like 5-minute shorts of just first-person perspective. You are some unnamed person who has some dude talking to them.
You're just some Fujo.
Yeah, you're just there, and there's this guy talking to you, and It's like he knows you and he likes you, and you can just sort of they always fall asleep at the end for some reason. But like it's like this cute boy sitting next to you, and he's your friend and stuff. But then some of them are really fucking weird. One of them, it's like a 10-year-old, and it's like, no, why are we doing this? Get rid of this. And then for one of them, it's like you suddenly wake up in the middle of the night because a couple of creepy twins have walked into your room and are criticizing you.
Look, it's Misty's best friend. More than a good enough for us.
Misty's best friend.
Misty can
Kisty.
wait. The saddest part is because there's no names, she doesn't even have a name. She's not even a swimmer. She's just some junior trainer hanging out in here.
Are the junior trainers supposed to be like Girl Scouts?
I think they're scouts in general.
Like, picnickers also give me that vibe.
Later on, I think they became Pokemon Rangers or something, but not the kinds that use styluses to capture Pokemon. Yeah. Which makes it even more confusing. Also,
I like this disapproving
just Goldeen here. It looks
Why is
nothing,
the horn pointed that way?
It looks nothing like Goldeen in future anythings at all. She is her own unique monster here. Like, complete. It's like the Sandshrew. It's like the Sandshrew. They look nothing like their later ones.
Of everything.
There's some similarities between them and the future versions of these Pokemon.
It's still a very good reaction image face.
Yeah, but they're nowhere near as recognizable as that. If I showed you that picture and said, "Hey, what's this?" you wouldn't say it's Goldeen. You'd say it's
because it looks like a Pokemon
fish.
sprite. It looks like a Pokemon sprite.
You know what
if you took that horn away, I'd think, oh, this is like a sassy tadpole, right?
Why would it be a tadpole?
If you take away the horn, it just no longer looks like Goldeen to me.
It's a fish still, though.
Well,
it's an obvious fish.
It still kind of looks like it could be a tadpole if you take the fin and made it leaner. Because it's so fat. It's such a round fish.
Trash King, use your poison. Poison up this Goldeen good. Damn it, we can't poison this fish.
One of the Pillow Boys episodes is that you're sitting in a restaurant at the very end of the day, and the guy inside who's like serving noodles or whatever is like kind of like a fatherly dad type, but kind of buff too, and he just sits there and gives you generic encouragement.
Yeah, he's like a Bara Oji-san.
Yeah, he's just sitting there, just like, hey, don't let life get you down. Have some noodles on me. And then he like flexes his muscles or something. It's like, thanks, uncle.
Wipes the sweat from his brow and then takes his shirt off.
I think that does happen.
I don't actually know if it does.
Possibly in an imagined spot. There's also one where it's this weird magical creature being who seems to be trapped in a room with you, and he keeps turning into a sheep or into a child and then back into a regular person, but I think he's actually a toy.
You think children aren't regular people?
Well, he's a fucking, like, weird shape-shifting hallucination.
Okay, Goldeen's dead.
But also wasn't necessarily a child. It could have been, like, just weirdly chibi.
I don't know. It's very confusing.
Pillow Boys is weird.
It's very strange.
If you just want to stare at something and disapprove of it, go find it. It's probably still on Crunchyroll. Do they remove stuff from Crunchyroll often? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Steak Justice said that Dragon Ball Super is on hiatus this week.
Oh. Oh, well. We're a little bit behind because for a while we weren't able to get Crunchyroll to load properly. I think it has something to do with us having to shake down Comcast.
Yeah.
I think we just weren't getting a connection.
Yeah. Also, I haven't played Gen 4 and 5, but I love the gens of Gen 6. Jesus. Especially the fairy gym, because it's also used for making clothes.
I haven't seen those gyms, because I've gotten up to 5 and then didn't really go further.
I've done all of them. The fairy one is weird because he like they mentioned that in chat. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like I was thinking about it and I'm like, I don't remember a fairy gym. Oh god, I do remember it. It's the one with the gym leader who looks like a horrific inhuman creature. She got like big ass eyes and wings, and she looks like a fairy, like a literal fairy of some sort.
Weird. But
Hi.
this is a setting where psychics have
face.
always existed.
Trainers who want to turn pro have to... Oh, wait, you want to do this?
Trainers who turn pro have to have a policy about Pokemon. What is your approach when you catch Pokemon? My policy is an all-out offensive with water-type Pokemon. Keep saying the word over and over. It's not like it's already meaningless.
Pokemon.
Also, Bikini Misty. That doesn't come back in later games.
Yeah, Bikini Misty is only... wait, maybe some of the remakes, now that I think about
no,
it.
she gets a one piece and puts a jacket on over it.
Is that in Fire Red Leaf Green?
I don't remember what she does there.
Because I don't remember either now.
I don't know. She pretty much never looks like Anime Misty.
No, almost never. Staryu is way too detailed.
Yeah.
That is... Somebody had, like, a lot of love for that creature.
I like that their way of making a starfish into something more supernatural that could be a monster was to just give it, like, this gem in the middle. No face, no limbs or anything. I mean, it's got limbs, but not, like, no hands or feet or whatever. It's just this
if
power
it had
orb.
hands and feet, it would just be Raystar.
What?
It would just be Raystar.
What is Raystar?
He's a star with hands and feet.
Rystar?
Yeah, Rystar, sorry, God. Crazy.
Yeah.
Don't worry
but
about it.
like, I forgive it for not being an expressive Pokemon, because it's already more expressive than the real animal is, and it's spooky. Like,
it's a little spooky.
It's got this weird blood diamond inside of it, powering it. It can shoot lasers from it, I think.
I don't think they... Well... maybe. Later on, they do learn some attacks that you could argue are lasers, but not in Gen 1.
Okay. But either way, they're pretty good at being weird.
They're very weird, though. They learned Confusion in Gen 1, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, Misty had a 2-piece in Gold and Silver. In Fire Red and Leaf Green, it's still a 2-piece, but is way more conservative. The bottoms are basically shorts. Yeah, like, they tone it down.
Maybe it's... I could be thinking of it in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. She had a 1-piece and put a jacket on.
Yeah. I find all forms of Misty to just be kind of whatever.
And I don't know if she ever showed up in, like, the World Tournament in Black and White 2, or in the Battle Tree in 7th Gen. Yeah, I'm waiting for 8th Gen. It's coming, man.
Yeah, he's
It's going to be on Switch. We all know it.
But,
we're going to play the fuck out of that for the channel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's never really established in the games how old Misty's supposed to be, so I don't really see why they needed to really do anything with her bikini, but whatever she wants to wear is fine. I don't care. She's been spending way too much time with my first husband, so, like, I've never really been fond of her. But as an adult, and Ash is not someone I can husband anymore because I'm not 9 years old, it's just like, hey, there's Misty. Okay, that was Misty.
Starmie is another one of the double up Pokemon.
Kind of. Is it two fused together?
No, it's one star, but from the front, it clearly looks like a Staryu with another one taped to its back, and when you flip it around, it still kind of looks like it.
Yeah, but it's just a star with more limbs.
I think it's just supposed to be like a Staryu that grew more limbs, yeah.
Yeah, like there's different kinds of starfish with different levels of
I don't think we're actually going to
limbiness.
survive this.
I'm
going to make an attempt, but I'm just letting you know ahead of time.
Okay.
Because Trash King's very hurt, and he's going to take at least 2 turns to heal up all the way.
Yeah.
And this thing,
we honestly haven't caught that many things either.
No, not really. I mean, we could have caught more. We could have come in here with more preparedness as well. Go Fruit Punch.
This is just stalling, right?
Yeah, distract the fuck out of this thing.
That's an okay back sprite.
Yeah, no, for Magikarp, that's fine.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah, Magikarp back sprite's not too bad.
Oh, good. Free turn.
God. Not really, because she's using... So the X items are very good in this game.
I never bothered using them because they didn't do damage. As a kid, just assumed anything that didn't do damage was worthless.
Nope. In Gen 1, they're actually super amazing, and that is a really bad mindset that a lot of kids get into.
Well, that's because I was, like, 9.
Yeah. It's
10.
not just for items though. It's for like attacks too. There are a lot of kids who were like, "I'm not going to use sword dance because it doesn't do damage," and I was like, "Dude, it doubles your goddamn attack."
Yeah, well, they also didn't tell you what moves did in this game. You just kind of had to find out for yourself.
But still.
Which takes up a move, and you couldn't go back and, like,
yeah, in Gen 1, you
relearn
couldn't. It's true.
Oof, Crimbo.
X defend.
Also, it's just, they're the same type.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, we're not doing very much damage already, and then
Starmie's
also
not
X defend.
psychic, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, wait, actually, Starmie might be. Star U, I don't think is, but
Yeah.
Starmie...
I don't
No.
remember.
Because I think there's only one site. No, there's multiple. What am I thinking? There's one ghost-type line in this game, but Starmie might be psychic? Question mark? I don't remember. But I remember.
I mean, the fact that it's just basically like a celestial orb of weirdness just feels like it should be psychic.
Yeah. No, it looks like it should be. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm not even sure. It might be psychic in later gens and not in this one, but I don't think that that's actually ever a thing that has happened. Like, switching types happens all the time, but switching types to a type that existed in a game you were introduced in, I don't think has ever happened.
I don't think so, no. Not that I remember.
Yeah, like anytime that they switch typings, it's always
To
we
add
switched
steel
it
or
because
fairy or whatever.
because this particular generation added a type, and it's like, oh, okay, fine.
Should they add more types? Are you hoping for a new type in 8th gen?
I don't really care.
People have, like, suggested stuff for
I
generations.
thought Fairy was super good because it kind of fixed certain typings.
Fixed dragons.
Yeah, it's dragon. It's immune to dragons. It also double hits dragons, and then it's weak to poison, which is a very incredibly like uncommon thing. It's
Yeah, poison types tend to
weak
be kind of scrubby.
steel, I think. I can never remember what Fairy does.
Yeah, it's weak to steel because it's a fairy, iron.
But
I like people are constantly saying sound type, which I think they were gonna do and then didn't, and that's why Whismer exists.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know what else they could possibly put in. I don't know if there's any balance issues anymore.
I'm sure that there are still.
Maybe something that's explicitly supposed to. No, because dark types are good against ghosts. I was gonna say just something that's good at fighting ghosts, but it's like, no, that already happens.
That's already a thing.
I don't know.
Go, Fielsberg. Tackle.
Yeah, is anything going on? I'm just reading the chat.
Yeah, that's fair.
Poison it's good for poison to be valuable because there's a lot of good Pokemon that are poison. Yeah, like there's a lot of great.
Poison became more valuable because poison was garbage prior to.
Are you trying to?
I was just trying to switch to Trash King and I kept hitting the wrong button.
Yeah, like poison designs are often very fun, but then they were kind of falling behind for type matchups. Yeah,
they were for generations and generations.
Yeah, so it's nice that they do something now. Oh, are we...
Ugh. Trash King might... Oh, come on. Is that a crit, you fucker? Yeah.
Oof.
We're not surviving this.
That's
fine. Unfortunate. Oh, this is the first time we've whited out. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. This is the second time.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I suggest going into that patch of grass off on the side.
The one over here?
Yeah.
Well, my big thing was that I didn't want to fight Gary, but you know what? Honestly,
no, I meant the other one.
No, I know. Also, this man with his really tall hair.
It does look like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, no, I meant the patch over.
I know which patch you mean. You mean the one on the left-hand side.
With the Sandshrew, but not in red version.
No, I'm going to go ahead and... It has Ekans in red, but I'm just going to fight Gary.
Okay.
He does doing his whipping hair
Yo,
shit.
Hundera, you're still struggling along back here. I'm doing great. I've caught a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. Here, let me see what you caught, Hundera. Yeah, you do it better.
Yeah.
What is that thing on his nipple, by the way?
He's holding it in his hand.
Is that a yo-yo?
Yeah, it's oh wait, maybe not. I thought it was, but maybe it's just
So
a pendant. Is it just a badge?
In adaptations, it's like a yin-yang pendant or some kind of other weird little thing. But in the original sprite, it just kind of looks like he's wearing like a campaign button.
Yeah, maybe actually. I don't know.
Microwave, you'd be great here if we cared about you.
I'm sorry, Microwave.
I just love that his name is Microwave. Is Buster's gone from the
I
chat?
don't remember.
Because he kept giving us good ass names. But Microwave was a good one.
Yeah.
Dark Wizard James Mason pointed out that the guy with the tall hat looked like one of them British guards. It's like, yeah. Yeah, if you can't tell that's a cave entrance, it's like, yeah. Steak Justice saying that thing on Gary's nipple is just a badge. It's huge, though, but it could be.
Oh, I said it was a badge, too. That was like the second thing I said about it.
But I guess it makes more sense when I see it written out.
Well, excuse me.
I'm better at reading than hearing, and you know it.
All right, fine.
It's always been true.
Come on, Crimbo. Why you gotta miss every hit, Crimbo? Not
it's
even through the first guy's
ear
Pokemon,
in his eye.
man. Like, he's got an ear on the back of his head. And on the front, like, he's just some horrible, horrible monster.
Trash King's ears are very touchable looking. I know they're poisonous.
They're poisonous and stiff, though. Don't do it.
But it looks like he's just got these big old puppy dog ears, but they stand up despite being floppy looking, and it's like you can just go up and pinch them. And they'd be nubby, and like you could scratch him behind the ear, and he'd like be happy.
Yeah. I wish he'd evolve. Not evolve. Gain a level. No, gain a level.
Yeah.
Because we have a Moonstone. I just haven't been using it.
Yeah, it's too early to be doing that.
Yeah, it is.
Because in this game, like, if there's a move that you wanted to learn, you better learn it first.
Yeah, you better wait. And I
Yeah.
think he learns his last couple of moves at like 40. So we'll be sticking with him for a while.
Look at this smug fuck who caught an Abra.
Yeah, you look at this smug fuck who's, again, an experience bag. Because all it knows is teleport.
They can't do that here.
Yeah, so it's free experience in the form of a level 15 Abra. Until teleport runs out, and then it starts struggling.
Which is not that bad.
Nah, not usually. And it does do damage back to you if that's something you choose to do.
Yeah. Abras... I think, I want to say in my original run through first gen for Popkas, I called him, like, lazy good-for-nothing mofo, and the drawing of him was just laying down asleep.
Yeah. I mean, he's basically just doing that now. He's a little, he's like a little fox in Saiyan armor.
I never bothered to really, like, fight, like train an Abra. I always made sure to catch one, but I never bothered training one, because firstly, it takes it a while to learn any moves, and secondly, it's a trade Evo for its final.
Yes, it is.
So I had no reason to give a shit.
There's honestly no reason for us to even catch one, but we might do it in a little bit.
Yeah, if anyone wants to suggest names for an Abra, we might catch one soon.
What level does that badge let him control? Like level 10. I don't know.
It lets him control his nipple.
He's beaten everything. Like he's just toying with us now.
Yeah, Gary's he has a driver's license at age 10. Just assume that he can do anything.
Yeah, he can do just about
anything that will bother you and make you feel inferior. Gary could do.
Come on out, Feelsbug. Let's see if you're good enough to do things. I don't know.
Oh my god, that back sprite. I used to use a Butterfree.
Yeah, it looks terrible, right?
I used to use a Butterfree and I forgot that he was so blurry.
Yeah, I don't know why
his front sprite is so good. And also he's just a single wing with a face on it.
Yeah, a little bit. He's got his little feelers going on, but yeah. No, I know what you mean. He looks a little bit like shit.
Oh, I thought you were bringing up Fruit Punch for a second. It was like, what's the strategy there?
No. Well, I'm not going to tank that. I was hoping to tank it, but that was that's not going to happen. I can't do that again.
Ooh.
Trash King is dead. Oh my god. Thanks for being dumb, Gary.
He does this.
Greg Babb is so fun at this. He's so good.
He just loves not doing damage.
Greg Babb is about to use Bulbasaur. Yes, I will. I'm gonna change over to Kunamon. Sorry, Kunamon. Because it's Japanese, I keep forgetting. Kunamon.
Yeah, you can't just do a silent letter in the middle of that.
Yeah, it doesn't really work so good.
There are occasionally letters that kind of get abbreviated, but never a fully silent letter in Japanese, to my understanding. Which probably varies by regional accent, but in general. So... Oh, leech seed.
Ugh.
Poison it's grass and poison to start. It doesn't evolve into that.
I know.
Right? Yeah, so
No.
there's really not much we can do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this until Kunamon gets a little lower in health.
Okay.
And then I'll switch out of him.
Okay. So that'll take a second. Do you mind if I go and take a little bathroom break?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I will see you guys in like a minute.
Okay. Remember not to touch anything.
Oh boy, I gotta crawl under
She's gotta crawl under a cord, but then over a different cord.
And I gotta make sure not to touch the really
you
sensitive cord.
you can't touch the entirety of the machine that we use to play the Game Boy games, because if that thing gets even gently tapped, it stops functioning. I think there's a broken power port in the back of it. The thing plugs directly into the wall, but it is garbage. We keep blaming it on ghosts, but I think it's really just that it's broken. Let's see. You know, I think Kadabras might be just as good as Alakazam's in this game. I cannot remember. I know Alakazam in general is a glass cannon, though. Like, he does a lot of damage, and he's very fast, but he is super fragile and will die immediately in later games. I don't really remember if he's any better here, though. Psychic is super boss, though, yeah. There's like, getting Mewtwo in this game is literally, it's the end of the game, but it's basically just, you win. Here you go. Here's your win. You didn't know anybody who would trade with you, so you never got Evo Pokemon. Yeah, that was kind of a thing. I remember there were probably a lot of people who wound up with that problem, to be honest. Honestly, they probably shouldn't have had so many trade Evo Pokemon in Gen 1, because Gen 1 has it's got a fair number of them, and to be totally honest, it's I don't know, they feel a little unfair to kids who just didn't have people that they knew with the game, or people who wanted to play the game with them, or things like that. With stuff like this, where we're streaming this, 20 years after the game came out, there's no way for us to do that, because we're doing it on a system that is not its intended system. So if we did wind up getting a Kadabra, we'd never be able to get Alakazam in this game. It would be horrible. We'd probably have to save it and then transfer the thing into an actual Game Boy and then trade it that way, and then trade it back, and then put the cartridge back into the system and then start streaming it again. Mewtwo is totally just the true final boss of Gen 1. This is true. I think he's out of moves. I think I've just PP scummed him. Oh god, I did this during Uranium too. I'm not proud of this. Poor guy. He's just sitting there growling. Or maybe it's because he doesn't want to... Oh, you know what? The AI in first gen was really, really dumb. So it could be that because he doesn't want to use... Yeah, that's what it was. He's out of growl now. So because he didn't want to use a grass-type attack, because I was strong against that, he was holding off on it. But that effectively meant that he would die all but immediately. So that's fun. I don't think we're going to survive this. I really hope we do, but I don't know if we will. Tackle. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see if this helps. Let's see if this works. Do I have anything to help here? Nothing. Okay. It's gonna have to be tackle then. One HP! Do it! Do it, do it, do it! Yeah! Clutch. Fuck yes. Oh god, that attack is good. That's gonna feel nice.
When you
Feelsbug got confusion.
Cool.
Take it easy. You won already. There we go. Holy crap.
I'm going to crawl behind you instead of
Are
going
you
under there.
sure?
I'm going to try it.
Okay, this sounds like a really bad idea. Don't hurt yourself.
I'm more concerned I'll hurt you.
You're not going to hurt me.
Maybe not physically.
Nah.
But if I manage to screw something up, it might hurt you emotionally.
I hope not.
If I accidentally knock over the mic with my foot, you'd just be crushed.
Yeah, probably.
I'm mostly in place. You don't need to be too careful anymore.
Okay. Yeah, we had 1 HP. And we wound up winning with a tackle.
Nice.
And then Feelsbug learned confusion.
Yeah, if at any point you need to use the bathroom, you can hand over the controller.
That's fine.
Okay. How long have we been at this?
I don't know.
Oh man, it's almost been 5
Go ahead
hours.
and say,
nice.
hey, guess what?
Oh right, I'm voicing him.
You're Greg Van.
Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. That added a lot of pages to my Pokédex.
It added
this voice gets
3
worse and
pages
worse.
to your Pokédex, jerk.
He really likes Eevees, right?
Bill does.
Yeah, Bill. That's what I meant.
You know what? Admittedly, in what was it? In Yellow, they do give Gary an Eevee as his starter because you start with Pikachu.
So it makes sense that
so
you
it
go
would make
up and
sense
look
for
at him with
this
Bill, just sort
in
of
Yellow,
figure out what he
yeah.
wants.
But in this, it doesn't make any sense. Because in this, you know what his starter is, and it's like Bulbasaur, and it's like, oh, okay, cool.
After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac, which, by the way, if you never noticed, is just the Pokemon word for furry.
Yeah.
He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC. Since you were using his system, go thank him. I can't keep making that voice shit here. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later. Yeah, you were a little early.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So in Pokemon, so in this game, Bill managed to have a teleporter accident and turns into a Pokemon.
Yes.
In Pokemon Special, he does the same thing. In
the anime,
he gets stuck inside a costume.
Yeah, and he desperately needs somebody to let him out because there's a zipper on the back and he can't reach it. So he's just living life as a Kabuto. So
he's either constantly dressing up in fursuits or doing some kind of Dr. Moreau shit to himself.
Why is he doing it to? Well, you know what? No, it's a transporter error.
Yeah, it's related to his system for storage. But Bill's just a big old furry has always been my personal headcanon.
I mean, maybe.
He lives out there away from society and knows a whole lot about Eevees. He really likes Eevees. And he just keeps getting...
Yeah, it went from blue to green.
Yeah, he keeps getting into these situations where he either becomes a Pokemon or dresses like one or something.
This is Nugget Bridge. Beat us 5 trainers and win a fabulous prize.
Has anyone made a fan comic about the Nugget Bridge trainers?
I don't know.
As a
Think
team?
you got what it takes? You know they're Team Rocket members. Right?
Yes, but them as a specific
they're already
specific
a team.
unit of Team Rocket.
They're Team Rocket.
I like the idea of the Nugget Bridge gang.
Yeah.
Like they just sort of hang out here as recruiters for the team, and they could be cool and wacky because they're all shitty trainers. It's like a 5-man Team Rocket basically. So it's like Jesse and James and Jesse and James and
it would be like Jesse and James and Butch and Cassidy and Meowth. If Meowth got his own Pokemon.
There. Yeah. Which he has in the past, hasn't he, in weird scenarios?
Sort of. There's also the lesser-known Team Rocket members, Attila and Hun.
And Domino.
Yeah, Domino's from one of the movies, though. She doesn't really count that much.
They just keep doing that, though. They just keep adding new... And then there's all of the executives they added for, like, Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Yeah, they got their own names. They didn't originally, I think, have their own unique identities, but they have them.
Yeah, they do now. It's just... Everyone loves Team Rocket. Like, that's, like, unanimous amongst all humans.
I don't know if that's entirely true, but...
But just, like...
Okay.
The more wacky Yakuza kids we get, the better. Absolutely. I
think Attila and Hun may have... No, they were about the same as Team Rocket in terms of age.
I just like the idea, though, that the Nugget Bridge kids are, like... They'd be like the evil kids next door, kind of, because they're
The
not
delightful
very
children from down the lane?
No, because they're not joined at the hip.
I guess not. I mean, if they went through Bill's transporter, they might be.
Oh, that's a possibility. But they're just a bunch of wacky shithead kids who have like shitty Pokemon and sit up here and for some reason have lumps of gold on hand.
Yeah, that's very confusing.
And just like the idea that maybe they get into fights with other factions of Team Rocket because they're all vying for favor with the boss. But like just... I don't know, has anyone done a Nugget Bridge comic? Because I don't have the time to. I would, though.
Not to my knowledge.
Any suggestions in the Nugget, James Mason saying, the Nugget Bridge gang is a bunch of kids who like chicken nuggets fighting people on bridges. Yeah, I bet they do like nugs.
Yeah.
They also own some. On the way home from work, I found a chicken nugget in my potato wedges.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
They're two completely different, like, things. Where we got them, they're two completely different, like, box sets.
They're from the, they're both from the deli I used to work in, so I know that they, like, use one fryer for everything.
Yeah.
So I know, like, it was probably just left in the fryer basket.
I think it might actually have been that
it got knocked between compartments.
No, so there were a bunch of potatoes in the chicken nuggets. I think she may have reached into the chicken nuggets to grab potatoes instead of just pulling the normal potatoes out.
Anyways, they
and
make
just grab
their own
chicken
nugs
nuggets.
now, and they're pretty okay.
They're all right.
When they're fresh, they're
so
good.
great.
When they're not fresh, they're like just little gross leather things.
Yeah, they're all right, I guess.
I enjoy chicken nuggets.
I do
think it's just that I need something to convey barbecue sauce to my mouth. And I can't just drink barbecue sauce. Josh won't let me.
Yeah, I explicitly don't want you doing that.
He can't stop me from drinking from the pickle jar.
I can't.
But he can stop me from drinking the entire jug of Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah, please don't eat just straight up barbecue sauce. Or ketchup anymore. That's not good for you. Stop doing it.
I don't just drink the ketchup.
Ah, fucking Pidgey.
I put ketchup on many things that he thinks are questionable, like sandwiches, but that's where ketchup goes, is on sandwiches.
No, you don't put ketchup on sandwiches.
I don't understand your philosophies against ketchup.
Ketchup doesn't belong. You can put mustard on sandwiches, though. Don't put ketchup.
But ketchup and mustard go together. I don't really like mustard that much.
If you have like a nice turkey sandwich, the ketchup just ruins it. No,
you gotta get some chup.
Are you insane?
No.
Like,
also,
no,
I mean,
stop.
for a turkey sandwich, I'll put some Italian salad dressing and maybe ketchup. But I'd rather have like some nice cheese spread, like some Alouette or something. But you want to put some ketchup on your salami sandwiches. That's how you do. You put enough Italian dressing onto your American cheese that it soaks in and makes the cheese like this weird layer of just oil foam. And then you just stick that on some salami and just eat that shit. With vegetables.
Look at this poor little Nidoran.
I forgot how cute Nidoran girls are.
Yeah.
She's just literally a chicken nugget.
She's with like ears and a mouth.
She's basically just a guinea pig.
They're supposed to be rabbits, but yeah, it's way more noticeable how like tiny a rabbit they are when you're looking at the females as opposed to the males.
They're just so cute. I just want to pick it up and kind of turn it around and just see it from all angles and just rotate and maybe like lift her into the air just once. And then I set her down and she can just do what she wants.
And the moment you pick her up, she pinpricks your hand and then you're poisoned.
We established this, but I wanted to rub Nidorino's ears.
Yeah,
I get it. I can't pet wild animals. They're poisonous.
No, well, not the poisonous ones. Try not to pet the poisonous
you can't pet wild
animals.
animals in general.
I'm
It's
just
probably
saying,
a bad idea to try. They'll either bite you or run away or give you rabies when they bite you.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I could just sit here and tell you what I want to do to each Pokemon, and it would sound weird.
Yeah, well, you probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't do anything to any Pokemon, to be honest.
They gave Pikachu pinchable cheeks on purpose.
Yeah, kinda.
I mean, they're electric. That's where the electricity comes from.
If in the newer games, like in X and Y and Sun and Moon, if you take Pikachu into Either Pokemon Me or Pokemon Refresh, depending on which game it is.
Oh, and I've never played one of the games that has those, just so that people know I've never gotten to rub a Nidorino's ears, even though I'm sure that's an option.
Yeah, if you touch a Nidorino's ears, I think, you will get the poison pinprick, which is a real thing that it'll hurt your hand.
And you can't pet like a Slugma because it'll burn you.
Yeah, and if you touch a Pikachu right on its cheeks, it'll shock you.
Okay.
You're not supposed to touch them there.
They look like you should touch them there.
No, you're not supposed to touch them there.
Honestly, you need to respect the boundaries of an actual animal and not touch it if it clearly doesn't want to be. And most animals will let you know if it's fine to touch them. Cats will just walk up to you and not look at you with contempt for once. Dogs will be dogs. You kind of can tell when they're okay with you petting them. But you just don't walk up to a poisonous little rhinoceros bunny and just rub its ears. I know that. I still want to do it. I can hold myself back because it's not real.
You don't walk up to a magma slug that's hotter than the sun and touch it.
But you put an egg next to it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
you're
fine.
supposed to do that. It's intentional.
No, that's exactly what you got to do with that.
So you can't pet them, but you can feed them in that mode, right? So that they can still gain affection.
I think you can feed them. I can't actually remember. I'm going to assume you can feed Slugma and Macargo.
Yeah, I think they eat food.
Well, there are certain Pokemon that clearly do not, and if you try to feed them, they actually won't eat.
Like Clink just doesn't pay attention.
I think Clink you can't give food to. You can try, but it'll just kind of look at you weird for doing it.
Yeah, but like if you could probably toss a cupcake at a Slugma, and even if it burns up in its body, that would probably still convey nutrients to it.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think so. Anyway.
Probably. I kind of want to take that Ekans and like just sort of fix its face.
Yeah, the face on it's got like a beak, like a duck bill.
I just want it to close its mouth.
Ekans in red and blue is so bad.
It's pretty weird.
It's awful. I swear to God, when I was a kid and I didn't immediately recognize Ekans, I really did think that it was like an earthworm.
It kind of does look like it. Is the colors right? And it's segmented differently than in any other iteration?
Like the first time I saw somebody playing the Pokemon game, there were certain Pokemon that I didn't immediately recognize. And it was things like Weedle. And I thought Weedle was a Caterpie with a pumpkin on its head. And Ekans, which I thought was just an earthworm.
It really does almost... It kind of looks like maybe they weren't sure if it was going to be an earthworm or not.
No, I think it is supposed to be a segmented snake, which is not a real thing.
Yeah, not really. I mean, I guess they could have been going for a combination of earthworm and snake, but it became pretty much a snake after
Its name is literally snake
that's
backwards.
Its English name.
Yeah, but it's Japanese.
I mean,
name,
it evolves into
also
clearly a
just
cobra complete with hood, so
yeah,
it doesn't matter anymore.
No, not really.
I never want to do anything to pet Zubat. I look at that thing and it's like, you can't sit down. Every time I look at it, it's like, you would not be able to stop flying long enough for someone to pet you.
No. They hang upside down because those long, horrible
tails?
Tendrils are like vestigial.
I realized that
they can wrap them around stuff.
We named ours Knuckles, and he has 2 tails.
Yeah. And he doesn't have any knuckles, and he doesn't have any chuckles.
And
I think
blue.
we've established this. Yeah. He's Blue Knuckles. That's a thing.
They combined Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and it turned into Rouge the Bat somehow?
Yeah, well, they just combined Rouge the Bat in there also. I mean, that's how it works.
And it doesn't have any of the features of any of them, but we still recognize him.
Yeah, no.
Anyways, like, yeah, those things are prehensile?
Yeah. The little legs would grab onto your hand or whatever. They'd just probably wrap around a few times.
That's actually cute. And
did it never occur to you that was probably what it was?
I just kind of assumed that maybe it had just magic cartoon suction like the Powerpuff Girl hands.
No, I always just assumed that they had really good control over those and that they could just wrap them around stuff.
Like, they've got invisible feet the way Powerpuffs have invisible fingers. Like, they kind of don't, but like for the sake of visual effect, they would just sort of cling with their butt.
Yeah, I don't think that's what it is. I think they literally just wrap those little things around
if they wrap their little tails around your arm and sit on your arm, and then you can pat it on the head, that's cute.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they probably wouldn't be able to stand upright, though.
Now.
They would probably have to stand upside down.
Yeah, but then you can still, like rub its chin.
Yeah, well, you could still rub its head. It would just be upside down.
And bats are very cute. Even the ugly ones are cute.
Yeah, no, they're super cute.
Yeah.
But then you get things like flying foxes, and those are cute as fuck.
Oh yeah, flying
Adorable-
foxes. They're
adorable
basically
little bitty bats.
literally like the name means something. Like
I
they,
mean, it's fox that flies.
basically like that's the kind of face they got.
Flying fox, what could that mean?
Yeah, no, it's literally just a fox that's flying at that point.
Yeah.
They're super cute.
No, they're super
And are they the
adorable.
ones that mostly eat fruit?
Flying foxes?
I think they do.
Yes,
So
I think
they're mostly
they're
harmless.
a
I
species
think
of fruit bat.
most
Well, they're
bats-
mostly harmless, but they do have an exceptional amount of rabies.
Yeah, I was gonna say like bats are one of the big rabies carriers. Them and like raccoons.
I think
and stuff.
in way of flying foxes, it might be a natural thing in their body
Like
that
it's
helps
not
like
something.
their digestive
Yeah,
system.
it's not
or
something that if you raise them on like clean food, they don't have.
I think you can potentially have it so that they do not have rabies, but it's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
They're a weird one though.
It's kind of like there's people with pet raccoons.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
raccoons are usually rabid. And armadillos carry leprosy. I don't know if that's normal, though.
That one you can stop because the only reason they have leprosy is because they come in contact with things with leprosy.
Where
and
does
they're-
leprosy normally live?
I don't know. I
In
think it
the
just
desert, I
develops. It's a
guess?
bacterial thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But the only reason that they carry it is because their blood temperature is so incredibly
Mm-hmm.
low. So the outside of their body is super cold, which means they don't have the heat enough to fend off leprosy.
Okay. Poor things.
Yeah, but they don't get it. It doesn't affect them at all.
But if their temperature is really cold, it's like, oh,
Oh,
cold
well,
armadillo.
that's
Like, they
'cause
live in the
they're,
desert.
Yeah, but that's it's a
just-
natural thing.
It
It's intended
sounds
to be like
sad.
that. No, it's supposed to be that way. Their body
Okay.
temperature itself is
I
just
know
really
that
low.
turtles carry salmonella. That's not
Yeah.
so bad though, because you just wash your hands between handling a turtle and eating food.
And ducks have botulism in their poop.
Well, just don't eat duck poop.
Well, it's hard not to come in contact with it.
If there's ducks around, yeah.
if you're from an area that
Gotta
has
make
a lot
sure
of
your
ducks.
water's not like coming from a lake.
Yeah, and you're like swimming in a lake or walking around in duck poop or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it's harder than you think, and it's easier to come in contact with it than you might.
But you
expect.
should probably not try to like be too friendly with ducks unless you know them, anyways, because ducks can be mean.
Yeah, well, geese can be even more
Oh, geese
mean.
are mean at all times. I read in a book once that you stop that by putting your hand out like you're like doing like a goose mouth with your hand, and you kind of shout at them, and they think that's a goose, and they leave you alone.
Yeah,
But I don't know if that's true, and I don't want to test it.
or you'd be big enough to kick them in the nose, and then they leave you alone. They don't actually leave you alone.
Nah.
If you try to fight back, they don't usually leave you alone.
Will they go away if you bang pots and pans the way bears will go away?
I don't know.
Well, bears are probably smarter than geese.
I don't really
Bears
know.
are smart, right?
Yeah, bears are super smart.
Yeah, you don't wanna
when I was
pet
a
a bear,
kid,
though.
I used to feed bears.
Oh yeah, because your both your parents work in different well, your dad's retired.
Different
but
asses, yeah.
different aspects of wildlife stuff.
Yeah, my mom used to have near her work. She had the place where they take animals when you call animal
Wildlife
control.
rehabilitation?
I guess, yeah.
Maybe.
Usually it was used for processing, but it is generally speaking
Fucking
manky.
first gen.
Holy crap!
This is
I
one of those
forgot.
Pokemon that I really think they made the sprite first. There's no way they went into that and came out with what they
Maybe.
wound up having.
Maybe.
You notice how there's back talons on it? I think certain versions of Mankey doesn't have it.
Yeah, I think certain versions ignore that.
sometimes,
I mean,
sometimes it's a thumb, sometimes it's a back
I
talon.
always
like on a
interpreted
bird.
those as thumbs, not back talons. By the
Well,
way.
some drawn versions interpret it as a back
kind
talon.
of like having owl feet for some strange
Yeah.
reason. Yeah.
It's a monkey pig. It's
Oh, fuck.
got noodle arms. It's so weird. It's not as fluffy as it later becomes.
Well, it's fluffy. It's just fluffy in a different. It looks like a Honduras bat instead of like a whatever the hell it is later on.
It's just a hairball.
Its arms and legs both appear to be covered in fur as well,
It's also,
which is also very different.
if you think about it, it's a Digimon body type. The,
Oh, yeah.
the orb
Yeah, it
with
is.
limbs
It is.
is like an entire family of Digimon things.
Yeah, they are.
So it's just Mankey's so weird for Pokemon.
Mankey's a pretty fucking bizarre ass Pokemon. Yes.
Yeah, I still like it.
No, I'm not saying it's bad or anything.
It is kind of like
I wish it was a little more useful, though. I will admit to that.
It's kind of just a walking head. It's kind of a weird gremlin dude. It's just like, you're fine. You're a weirdo, but you're kind of a fun weirdo.
Yeah.
He dead. Any good?
Somebody said I walked past a duck and it hissed at me. Yeah, they do that. They do that a lot.
Yeah, I think that'll happen if they think you're threatening them and they just want to warn you first. Yeah. Like, that's them being semi-nice, I think.
Oh, I completely dropped the line of reasoning where I said I used to feed bears. So my mom used to work in an area that on their same area. She used to work. Oh God, this is confusing. Okay, she used to work in animals, like just general.
Work in animals.
She used to work, like you said. My parents worked in different aspects of wildlife management. Mm-hmm. My mom used to work in fish, and in the same exact place as the fish place, they used to have an area for rehabilitation of animals that you would see taken by animal control.
So, like, if a bear wandered into town, they would wrangle it?
Large wildlife, not dogs or cats, because those would probably go to the pound.
A shelter, yeah,
or a shelter.
But like, if someone like had a raccoon in their attic,
those I don't actually know if those get rehabilitated. They might just get tossed back into the woods,
or they might just get shot.
Honestly,
they might just call them vermin and
let's finish this real quick.
Exterminated.
Congratulations, you beat our 5 contest trainers. You just earned a fabulous prize!
This McDonald's 50-count chicken nugget box.
Hundera received a single nugget.
Well, it's worth like 5,000 pokes.
Yeah. By the way, would you like to join Team Rocket?
Yes.
We're a group dedicated to evil using Pokemon. That's a real strong sales line, buddy.
That's honestly not even really their thing. They're just
they're
organized crime, but I don't know if I'd say evil. Like,
are you sure? Notice no options.
Yeah. Just
let
us say yes.
Join us.
Like, what's the worst thing Team Rocket...
I'm telling you to join.
In the games, what's the worst thing Team Rocket ever attempts to do?
They take over a building and hold people hostage for kind of a while. They
never seem to have like a world domination thing going on. They're just kind of looking for power in general. Like, it's vague.
Okay, you need convincing. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
Has anyone made a fan game yet that's just a Pokemon Red and Blue ROM hack up until the point where he asks that? And
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I bet you there is.
There's gotta be. That's gotta be. If that isn't, like, who do I give money to for that?
They kidnap Slowpokes and cut their tails off.
That's pretty evil. It's not really what they're trying to convey. It's like, it's evil on a serial killer level, not on like a world superpower level, not on a villainous level. But yeah, it's pretty evil. The tails do grow back though, and they taste good apparently. I mean, that's not an excuse, but
I like that. For a while, in Pokemon centers in Japan, you could buy a keychain that was just a Slowpoke tail. Like a plush version of a Slowpoke tail. And it was adorable, but holy shit, sad. You could just own a Slowpoke tail.
Like a rabbit's foot?
I don't know. I mean, they weren't like made of faux fur or anything. They were just Slowpoke tails.
Well, they wouldn't... I mean, I think Slowpoke's a mammal, but it wouldn't really be hairy.
Wouldn't it? Aren't they otters?
I always thought of them as weird hippos.
They're not really hippos, though.
Not
like,
really.
I agree. I can see that, too. But I've always felt like they were probably an amalgamation of, like, hippos and otters.
I kind of figured they had, like, dolphin skin.
Maybe.
Like, they don't really... They're mammals, but they're, like, hairless. I don't... Oh, we got an instruction to kick this guy in the dick. No, I kind of want to join him, but okay.
Right in the Ekans. But yeah, no, fucking... my mom used to work on the same place as the rehabilitation area for animals. And I used to go in there when I had days off or when I was just hanging out with my mom instead of doing whatever else. And we used to go in there and we'd feed deer or ferrets or all kinds of animals. And one of the ones that I used to absolutely love to feed, and I would do it every single time I went in there, was I would feed the bears. So I would literally just give a huge bucket of fruit to a goddamn bear.
An adult
And
bear?
it was an adult.
Okay.
It was 2 adult bears. One of them I wasn't allowed to get close to. One of them it didn't matter if I did because he had no claws and no teeth.
He was just old,
He
right?
was ancient.
Okay.
He was also absolutely adorable, and he used to let me pet him and get
Aww.
close, and because he could hurt you if he was like punching or
Like he
swatting
could
at you.
grab
or
you
whatever.
and crush your
Yeah,
ribs.
he could grab you and break your spine, but he didn't. He never did, and I could get real close to him, and he had a name, and I never remember it,
Aww.
but like he was so fucking great. I used to just hang out with that bear.
Yeah, this is like Josh is a big beardy dude, and he's been compared to a bear many times by many people, for many reasons. But like just Josh is kind of a bear guy. He also was like, I don't want to say he's into teddy bears, but like that was like his thing. That was your thing as a kid, right?
As a little kid, I liked teddy bears.
like just not like a lot, but
No.
you have fond memories of
my
in general.
like closest stuffed animal from birth to like 10 was a teddy bear, sure.
Mine was a Simba.
Yeah, I figured.
I don't know where he went.
With your ability, you could become a top leader in Team Rocket.
At
Thanks,
some point
God.
at an anime convention, I got Josh a bear hat.
Yeah, I still have that.
Yeah, somewhere.
Now we have access to I saw your feet from the grass.
I saw you beat up those nuggets. Give me one.
But yeah, I used to hang out with bears and give bears food and pet bears and be friends with bears.
And have toy bears
Also,
and bear clothing.
I used to feed mountain lions, and I hate mountain lions.
Were they assholes?
Those things are okay. There used to be 2 sets of bars for the animals, right? You would have 2 sets so that the animals couldn't go through the first one and get into the second one.
But you could reach in?
Yeah, but you could reach in to push food down. And for the bears, one of the bears would require 2, but he was generally nice and he never really tried anything. So it was like, oh, okay. So he realizes why it's there too. And it's about maybe 3-4 feet worth of space. The second bear, the one that didn't have claws or teeth, didn't matter. You could take the
Did you
first
like literally
thing of
get
bars
to
off
walk
and it wouldn't
in
matter.
with them?
I
Or was
didn't
that
like
still
actively walk in and
because
like
there
was
was
still there were still
issue
bars
there.
between us, but there was no space between us. We could just touch each other.
Okay.
And that was fine. But the mountain lion, there was a reason for that space and the second set of bars.
Bears are mostly foragers. They eat what they find, but mountain lions will fuck a thing up. That's their job.
You would go in and you'd go to like feed them or get anywhere near the cage, and they'd immediately recognize you were there, and they'd reach through the bars and scream and try to get to you. And it's like, dude, stop! What the fuck? I'm here to give you food. Quit being a dick. And they didn't understand because their entire MO was, yes, it was just fucking you up.
Yeah. I mean, in general, big cats are like that. Small cats are like that. If you think that you have a cat that's tame, as I know, it has tamed you. They're in charge of us.
A little bit.
Also, cats are fairies. If you ever really think about it, they come and go as they please. Their priorities are different from ours. Their behavior is different from ours. They're clearly smart, but do them wrong and they remember. So if a cat is kind to you, you've been blessed. I'm surprised
and if
cats
they're a
don't...
dick, it's because they're a cat.
I'm surprised cats don't repair shoes in the night for you, honestly.
No, instead they
They're
steal your
very
baby's tongues or whatever.
They do. Not bats. Cats are very mysterious, and I believe anything. As being asserted that your Pokesona is an Ursaring, would you disagree? Have you
I don't
ever
know.
had a Pokesona?
No.
No, not really.
Ursaring's okay, but he's a terrible Pokemon in actual fights. His stats
For me,
are kind of crap.
it's either Meowth or Eevee. Eevee was what I wound up with in Mystery Dungeon after the little quiz.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. I like Eevee. For some reason, I always wind up with normal types. I don't know.
It's weird, but I think my favorite Pokemon might actually be Scrafty.
Yeah.
Which is like, it took a long time for that Pokemon to come out.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
weird
5th gen
when
one.
someone who's been with Pokemon since the beginning has a favorite that shows up much later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, I get it. Most of my favorites are first gen or second. So it's like Meowth. I really like Vulpixes. I really like, I like Phanpy a lot.
Do you like the Ice Vulpix?
Yes. I like Prom Queen Vulpix.
Yeah, because those things are interesting. I have one on my used-to-be competitive Sun and Moon team.
Oh yeah, we never fully decided on names for those guys.
No, yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I thought you were still deciding.
No, I'm pretty
For
sure
your
that
your snow girls?
Yeah.
What are their names?
I'm pretty sure. Oh God, I don't remember them off the top of my head. One of them was named Yuki.
Okay.
I remember that, and I don't remember the other one.
Was it Yuki and Ona?
I don't think it was Yuki and Ona, but it may have been.
I remember.
Oh, it was Yuki and Hime. That's what it was.
Okay. I remember suggesting to you that one would begin with U and the other with Ki, so it would be like they together were snow. It was an Alolan Vulpix and Alolan Sandshrew, right?
Yes.
Well, the Ninetales and
yes.
Sandslash.
Yes.
I remember suggesting names, and I thought you just never came up with any because you never told me to stop thinking of names.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's Yuki and Hime. It's cute.
I think so.
Yeah,
I might actually be wrong about that. I may have actually done the U and Ki thing.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. It's been a very long time. It's been at least a year and a half, I think, since I've touched that game.
I think I suggested Yume and Kirei or something.
I don't think I did that, though.
Because Yume is Dream, and I want to say Kirei is, like, just pretty.
I may have done Yume. That might be one of them.
I keep offering to make, like, Gajinkas of his Pokemon. He doesn't care.
I mean, if you want to, you can, but I'm sorry, I'm no fun.
Yeah, no, I come up with, like, Gajinkas sometimes, or I'll just come up with, oh shit, catch it.
There he is. I knew an Oddish was going to show up eventually.
Yeah. Did we get any better suggestions? Because I was going to just keep saying Bosco.
I don't think that we got very many of them. I'm going to Thunder Shock it and then I'll throw a Pokeball. Hopefully it doesn't kill it.
Oh yeah, it's grass type.
Oh yeah.
Blip.
Yeah, okay, that's true. I wasn't even thinking. You're super right.
Every time I see the name Microwave, I want to say it really slow, like in that one Futurama episode.
Which one, Futurama?
They went back in time and the microwave broke and they needed it to get the time effect back. So they were going into like a 50s appliance shop.
Yeah.
And the dude didn't know what a microwave was because it was the 50s. So Leela leans in close. It's like, microwave. I want one. So every time I see the name Microwave there, it's like I want to say it really slow.
Yeah.
And I've resisted the urge, but now I've explained it.
Well, now you don't get to do it because it's no longer funny.
Yeah, it wasn't funny to begin with because I'd have to explain the reference for it to be funny.
You know what? I can't fucking fight this thing. I'm just going to throw a Pokeball.
It might work. Let's hope. Come on, Bosco.
Oh, no.
What goes good with onions? We're not naming it, like, Shrek, are we?
I don't know. People, suggest your names now.
Yeah, you can suggest your names.
We'll
we can name things after people.
Oh, somebody suggested Mr. Popo. That, like, a while ago.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, didn't we decide it was a little too on the nose?
Yeah, I feel like it is anyway.
A little bit. I'm still going with Bosco until someone gives me a better one.
Oh my gosh, why is...
It's a poison type, so this isn't as effective as it could be.
Why is he dodges so much? Like, I can't hit him. It's fucking Oddish. I can't land a hit on this Oddish.
Huh. Hey, Hund, if you have Sun, I would love to trade for your Buzzwole, mostly because it's a few letters away from Butthole.
No, thank you.
Is that a version exclusive?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Do the
I don't
Ultra
actually know
Beasts
if I
breed?
have any. No, they don't.
Okay.
I don't know if I have any Buzzwoles left because when that actually happened, like when I had it, when I was actually playing it, that was a while ago, and I think I caught as many as I could of that kind, because I think they give you 4 for that one, if I'm not mistaken, but they might give you 2. And I think both of them were, I went through the difficulty of catching natures that I wanted on them, and then I gave the excess away already for the alternative, the Mudbug.
The Pheromosa?
Yeah, Pheromosa, I think.
Okay, yeah, the Ladybug.
I might, though. I'll have to check. I can check and get back to you on it if you want to.
The fashionable bug versus the strong bug.
During the day, it keeps its face buried in the ground. At night, it wanders around, sowing its seeds.
We got any names?
Do you want to go nickname?
Onion noodle soup. We could go with soup.
Do you want to name it Soup?
Soup is a cute name.
Soup can be kind of cute.
Yeah. Man, the plant sprite for
yeah.
the menu.
Yeah. It's nothing. No Pokemon has ever looked like that.
Why don't
looks
they make
like a
one that
Mario
does?
enemy. Like, for
Why did
fuck's
they not
sake.
just at some point make one that does? Okay, so imagine
one that's just
that,
a flower?
but the eyes you see are just markings on the petals, and in the little center there was like kind of just a little black dot. Like the face is in there somewhere.
Yeah, like a little shelter, but a plant
Kind of.
instead. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe like it's actually kind of a long snout, but we're seeing it from the front, so it just looks like a little dot.
Potentially.
Yeah, that would have been neat.
I should probably say it before we do anything else.
Or maybe Flabebe's flower could have looked like that flower?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you can find Abra in that grass, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try.
I think you can find it in the lower grass, too.
You might have been able to. I don't
Yeah.
actually remember.
Yeah, if we find an Abra, though, we're never using it. We'll try to catch
I
it.
mean, we'll see if we can, but we did get confusion on Butterfree, which is a really good psychic type attack. It's one of the only ones in this game anyway, but
yeah, there's
But
confusion
Butterfree
and
works for
psychic
psychic stuff,
and
yeah.
I think that's it. What else is there?
I don't even know.
I don't remember.
There's not a lot. Oh, this is a great matchup.
Crimbo.
Crimbo Williams, we need you.
Crimbo Williams sounds like a name that after it you get like a tall tale about the pioneer days.
Well, I tell you what, I went on down to that mountain, and there at the base was Crimbo Williams, sowing his seeds.
Ew!
No, no. Like, he was digging in the ground, and he was plopping down seeds that grew into geysers or some shit like that.
Okay, yeah, sure.
The tale of Crimbo Williams.
He had to wrestle a gator. That's okay, because he's a turtle.
He wrestled a turtle.
He is a turtle.
Yeah.
He wrestled
Turtles
his
wrestling
brother.
turtles. What a world.
The
You're
Turtle
something.
Wrestling League is weird.
It's just like a really bad TMNT episode. Like, just Turtle Wrestling League. I just got down from Mount Moon, but I'm ready.
For what?
To fight us, I guess. Look at all these poor hikers just hanging out with their
Is that a walking
bread
stick or a
arm and
pickaxe?
a pickaxe.
Oh yeah, is it just a hairy arm and his hands in his pocket?
It's a hairy arm and his hand is behind him.
Why?
It could be in his pocket, but it's just the hand isn't visible. But yeah, that's what that's supposed to be. It looks like his arm's made of bread, though.
Holy shit, my chop.
Okay, hold on, though. So, we've gotten plenty of sprites that look shaded, but Machop is made of putty, and he has a taco on his head.
And gills.
Those are his ribs. That's what ribs look like when you don't have any shading at all.
Here he comes, walking down the street.
Holy shit, I always forget about terrible Machop sprite.
Even at the best of times, Machop kind of looks a little weird and creepy.
He looks so bad.
Like this, honestly, he looks better like this than he does when he's anatomical.
I don't know, because look at that shoulder muscle they tried to give him there.
He's just... his face and his pose, he's just so happy to be going wherever he's going.
He's like a crocodile made of paint.
This is stepping
With a
on the
taco
beach,
on his
Machop.
yeah. It looks like that one picture of John Lennon where he's wearing a cowboy hat and walking awkwardly. That is all that Machop is. He is so sad. His life is a living hell.
No, he looks so happy. He's
That-
happily on
somebody
his way
said that's
somewhere.
what happens when I try to draw muscles.
Fair enough.
Hiker's about to use Geodude. Will we change
Muscles are
Pokemon?
hard.
Sure.
I'd like to think I draw them okay, but I don't pay attention to anatomy so much when I do
Yeah,
it.
no, I understand.
So, like, I've got, like, specific symbols for muscles that I do, and I don't know if some... Like, the arm ones I'm probably doing fine, but
You shouldn't symbol draw, but I know what you mean.
the back muscles, I'm
Yeah.
never sure if I'm right. Just First gen Machop and first gen Geodude look like they hang out together.
First gen Machop and first gen Geodude both look really, really unpleasant.
No, they look like they're happy.
I mean, no, I'm not saying they're unhappy. I'm saying they're just unpleasant. Like, I'm unhappy that they're here.
Yeah.
Local trainers come here to practice.
Practice what?
Kissing.
That's true in later games.
It's a bunch of hikers and a youngster and I don't know, there's probably some fucking junior
Well, Misty
Pokemons
comes out here for dates.
Yeah, she goes out to Bill's. She takes her dates to Bill's house. Like, something ain't right with that. I don't know.
Well, her hobby that she meets all of her dates at is just fursecuting.
I guess.
She just goes out there to be mean to him.
She goes out there to push people off that bridge. And she winds up dating them often. I don't know.
It's not like she likes them or anything.
Yeah. But other girls can't have you. This is too dark.
Assuming that, like, game Misty is more or less an adult, Misty just hanging out with Bill could be interesting.
Yeah, I think maybe they do. I mean, Bill,
because he's
there's
some
no
kind of
telling
hideous, reclusive, mad scientist. Someone keeps giving him tickets to a boat. He doesn't want them, though.
He's a horrible, reclusive, mad scientist who took like 3 generations to build a good system for his Pokemon transfer systems too.
And some other people took it and made it better, too.
It was broken until 3rd generation, and that was Lynette. Lynette fixed it.
Yeah.
But Bill just totally had nothing to do with that.
Like he's the weird nerd who set down the foundations for things, and everyone else just continues to use it.
Do you remember what happens if you catch Pokemon and then you fill up a box and you don't switch the box over before you catch another one?
They don't let you catch anything more?
Yeah, they tell you can't catch any more Pokemon until you go to the center and switch the box over.
I assume it's just some sort of weird memory issue in this game, because everything
It is. Everything in this game is a fucking memory issue.
She just comes up to you like, hi, my boyfriend is cool.
No, I came up to her.
So is mine, but I don't go up to random people.
Well, she needs everyone to know she has a boyfriend. Don't hit on me, silly boys. This is my boyfriend. It's Nidoran male.
That is a male Nidoran.
And he is pretty cool. What's up with the little, like the really almondy eyes that they gave to Nidoran male in this?
I don't know.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, they
like
gave
he's got
bigger
big
eyes
old eyelashes going off or something. Like, I'm sure it's a spot, but it's really awkwardly placed.
I don't know. Everything's proportions are weird in this game. But
this is true.
It's still cute. She has them both.
Aww.
This is cute, though. I like the idea of just having one of each. Maybe she's like one of those girls who really, really wants a specific kind of dog because she thinks she's going to just make her own like breeding company. That keeps happening with like just weird people think, oh, I really like pugs. I'm just going to keep breeding them forever. And then it turns out, no, that's a really bad idea. You don't know what you're doing. Half the time they just blow their money on like $1,000 dogs and then just realize they don't want to take care of them.
Yeah, so then they start flushing them down the toilet. That's why we have pugs in the sewers.
Sewer pugs.
Just all them sewer pugs attacking people who go down there.
That's our new cool 80s toy line is sewer pugs. But yeah, I'm just imagining this particular lass just is trying to basically run a puppy mill because she doesn't understand what's wrong with it because she's like 10 years old.
Oh my god, real talk? Okay, I used to live around a lake.
Uh-huh.
It is super common for real rich people to get ducks that have been colored. Like you color,
you inject the dye
into the egg when they're gestating,
which is super temporary.
Yeah, so when they come out, they're colored and they stay colored for a certain period of time, and then the color wears off. And they'll give ducklings like that to kids as gifts for like Easter. Also, I was in bad condition apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
But I thought your boyfriend was so cool.
Yeah, so cool. She's in bad condition. But yeah, no, so they have this thing where like, basically these ducks are given to rich kids who are assholes about it. And then they just try to get rid of the ducks after they either start to lose their color or even before they lose their color if they lose interest in the ducks.
Because it takes, effort to take care of an animal.
So I used to live near a lake. And every like month roughly after Easter, you could go down and see rainbows of ducks that had been pets that were released into the lake.
That's really sad.
And it's always super sad
and they're
because
babies.
They're babies. They're ducks that grew up being hand-fed by humans, so they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. And other ducks don't want anything to do with them until they change color again.
Yeah, I imagine the other ducks are like, oh boy, here's a bunch of bright blue assholes.
Yeah, well, it's like oranges and greens and blues and
And
reds.
they're like,
and it's
oh,
like,
one of these guys.
Yeah, so they congregate a lot, and they're not too good at eating, and they don't run from human beings, so it's like kind of dangerous for them. But it's just one of those things, and it's like, it was always so sad going out there. But I'd go out there and I'd throw like oodles of French fries at them, so that's fine.
That's probably not helping.
Yeah, I don't think ducks are supposed to eat French fries.
Also, they're just continuing to be reliant on humans.
Well,
for food.
if you don't feed them, they sometimes do die of just starvation.
Yeah, I guess it is one of those situations where you just can't help them.
Yeah, if you can't, there it is.
Oh.
I knew there was something
Elixirs
around
are
here.
so hard to find.
Elixirs
in these
and
games.
ethers both. I
They
think,
never get better about that,
I
do
think
they?
you can buy them in this game, but only in first generation. I could be wrong
What's
about
up
that.
with that? Are they like somehow like game breaking that they can't let you have more than 5 of them or something?
I guess that's just the general idea or something like that, was that they felt that they were so game breaking that they had to restrict use of them. And it's like, oh, they're not really even that game breaking, to be totally honest with you. Like, maybe in trainer battles, if you're up against the Elite Four, it helps a lot because you might run out of PP for like Earthquake or something after fighting through 80 billion guys. But it's like, hey, guess what? There are berries that do that too, so it doesn't really matter at all.
Yeah, maybe they just wanted to encourage you to grow berries.
I mean, that could totally be it too, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe.
But we didn't get berries until like 3rd gen.
Well, we did, but not that kind of berries.
Also, it's not like they stopped giving you like potions when you could have just, pushed Orin berries super hard.
And I'm glad they didn't because it's annoying.
Yeah,
like, I
no,
used
I
to
agree.
try and keep up with my berries in 4th gen, but it was such a slog.
You lose interest in it fast.
Yeah, it's not even like in Harvest Moon where it's like time passes in real time with the berries.
Well, you know what's actually kind of okay about that stuff is Heart Gold Soul Silver had a system where they would give you a it was a berry case, or not a berry case, sorry. It was a, I want to say, oh God, what was it called? It was like a berry pod or something, and it was like a little plot of dirt that you carried around with you, and you planted a berry in. So it was literally an item that you could put a berry into and then get 6 berries out of like a day later.
Okay.
So it was like a
little terrarium?
Yeah, like a little terrarium for the berries. And it's like, that's interesting. Unfortunately, it was like 1 berry at a time, and there was no grass for you to plant berries in the entire game.
Yeah, that's... I don't know, it's just always was kind of tedious. I like it to just sort of be that maybe they're growing in harvest spots you don't have to maintain, which is kind of what 2nd gen did. But I'd also like it to not necessarily be
Well, there aren't any berries
time-based.
in 2nd gen at all.
What?
Berries aren't, there were 3rd gen, not 2nd gen.
No, there were berries.
There were apricots,
Apricorns.
apricorns.
But there were berries, too.
Were there actual berries too?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
Yes, because they were like
Okay, then
the
I'm
basic
I'm
heat
just going
hold
crazy.
item.
I'm sorry then.
They weren't called like orange berries and citrus berries.
yeah, no,
and
no,
stuff.
you're right.
They were just called
yeah,
like
yeah,
paralyzed berry and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Okay,
But like
I
you could just
remember
walk
why.
to them and harvest them. You didn't have to remember to water
remember why I'm
anything. You didn't
crazed,
have to
yeah.
replant them. You
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
to
They
keep
were
track of
they
your
were
supply.
just there.
Yeah, but
And,
maybe just
yeah.
have them a little
Okay.
closer to each other and
No, you're
maybe
super
not
right.
have them be time based, like maybe have them be steps based. So if you're just playing the game, you can just go back and get some if you need to, but if you're not playing the game for a long time, it's like, I don't know, maybe time and steps, whichever comes faster. So that when you're not playing, you can come back and there's berries, but if you're playing for a lot, like you don't have to like set it down.
You know what a really cool thing that was done, by the way, and this doesn't really have to do anything with berries, but something cool that Heart Gold and Soul Silver actually did do was they reconverted the fighting dojo in in Saffron into a meeting place where you could call gym leaders during the week, and they would show up on certain
yeah,
days so that you
yeah.
can go and fight them. That was really cool, and I liked it.
Yeah.
That's also where you get to see the extended, like, battle-ready teams of these gym leaders. So it's like, hey, guess what? Brock uses Kabutops.
Well,
And
which makes sense
Rhydon,
because the museum's
because
in town.
because the museum's there, and it's like they're all rock types, and it's like that makes a lot of sense. We never touched that.
You think
in Gen
he's
1.
got like a level 7 Onyx and nothing else? Of course not.
Exactly.
Or
yeah.
whatever level that thing is.
No, I think he's doing it specifically just to test trainers for this specific reason. In all fairness, when you get to him in Heart Gold Soul Silver the first time, I think his Onyx is like level 50. Because it's the second region.
It was the Pokemon Origins anime.
You got
It did
me.
that thing where he would like open up like a drawer and sift through and just pick something that matches your level.
Yeah, it was something like that.
And it's just to assume that all gym leaders do that.
I'm a cool guy. I've got a girlfriend.
That's not the only thing you need to be a cool guy.
That's
There are some uncool guys with girlfriends. Not Josh. Josh is super cool.
Yeah, I was sad Oris didn't keep that in the game too. This is the boyfriend for the girl who was like, my boyfriend's cool.
He has a rat.
He's a cool guy because he has a girlfriend. It's cyclical.
You know what? Yeah, what the hell? I have a cool boyfriend because he has a girlfriend. Just like you are a cool maker.
But
then.
he's
That's
my
just
boyfriend
inflating your
because he's cool. And he's cool because he has a girlfriend. And it's like, oh no.
Oh, she's just cucking someone.
I don't know.
I like this boy because he has a girlfriend and that makes him cool. I'm gonna steal him.
Yeah, I guess.
So I'd better watch out.
What?
She might come after you.
She had a Nidoran male and a Nidoran female, and he's got a rat and a snake.
Yeah, they're not themed in any way.
Yeah, they aren't themed at all. That's
well,
kind
also,
of
double
lazy.
battles didn't exist yet, so they didn't have themed trainers in any way.
Yeah, that's true. I still like that there's a really stupid double battle in, God, what was it? I want to say it was Black and White? Maybe? Where
Sorry about the neighbors.
Yeah,
if you can
sorry
hear
about
it,
that.
guys.
It was a double battle between a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and it was like, oh, lovers, whatever the fuck their name are, and they talk about being so in love and they're lovey-dovey. And
Is it a Zangoose and a Viper?
the Pokemon they have are an Onyx and a Cloyster. And it's just like, fuck right off. That's terrible. Why would you do that? Who translated that? Because you know that's localization. That wasn't actually there, I'm sure.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
I'm sure
Japan
this is the only
looks like a
this
vagina.
fighting this guy is the only, and fighting him away from this gap is the only way to get in here before you get cut.
Oh.
And I think if you save in here and then restart the game, you are trapped in here. I can't remember that for sure. That might be wrong.
Okay.
I could be wrong about that. But I think that's true.
One last girl.
There is actually a second person there, but I just don't feel like fighting
My friend
him.
is a cute Pokemon, so I'm so jealous. Go catch the same one. Everyone here has like the same 5 things. And it turns out she's talking about someone who's not here right now. Her friend from like across the country has like a skitty somehow.
Did they do it in Fire Red and Leaf Green too, Stake Justice? Because I swear to God, it was in it was just before the Safari Zone. I think in Black and White they had that also.
Which thing?
The Onyx and the Cloyster
Oh.
double battle.
Huh.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I swear to God, did Black and White have a Safari Zone, by the way? Or am I thinking of X and
I
Y?
don't think they did.
Then maybe I'm thinking of X and Y.
Yeah. Mentioning in here the Pokeblock minigame and used up all the
Oh,
berries. I didn't like Pokeblocks, but I did like Poffins. And they're more or less the same with a different game.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver do a thing where it's you can put berries into a cup, and then it judges how many steps you've taken, and it shakes it up as a tumbler, like it's a tumbler inside.
Okay.
It's one of them little mesh balls.
Oh yeah,
So
it's a blender ball.
Crushes up the berries inside into a smoothie,
Okay.
and then you can give that to your Pokemon.
Sure. I this is just gonna bring me back to the idea where I kind of just want to Harvest Moon with Pokemon with just different cooking mini games in it, maybe.
And maybe they'll buff your stats in certain ways.
But also maybe you could just sell them to trainers.
Like that. Yeah.
Maybe have a bunch of trainers who are looking for specific items. This is also just kind of, yes, it's kind of Rune Factory. It's also kind of an Atelier game. I've heard Resetir has something like that. I think I own it and I never played it yet. I've got a lot of Steam games I haven't played yet. But, like, I just want these things in Pokemon. Like, just like a shop and farm sim where you can cook things. And just all of these little aspects of the Pokemon world just built into a new game that's cool and good.
Yeah. No, maybe, I agree.
I'd also kind of like to see in one of these games just a shop that maybe sells Pokeblocks, Pokepuffs, Poffins, and whatever else. Smoothies. It's just in one place. Lava cookies and Rage candy bars. It's just like an exotic snack shop where you can get all of them.
I swear to God, I could be wrong, but I think in Oris you could actually buy Pokeblocks, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. I could be totally super wrong. I know that something that happened in Oris that pissed a lot of people off, like really, really bad, was that they're in the post game, if you go to where the battle tower is supposed to be, there's a small miniature model of the battle towers that says coming soon. And people were like, why would you even do that? Like, why would you even tease that?
Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire is supposed to take place before Emerald would have taken place?
No, because they take place on a different timeline.
Okay.
So the argument is, oh, well, in this timeline, they just built it, like, later on or something like that. But it pissed people off because in post-game, for that whole generation, a running thing that kept happening was that they were gutting post-game. So there were no battle towers.
Wow.
There were no battle like factories or just the general complexes and stuff. And it was pissing people off. And they had the gall to put a miniature of battle tower in there. And we're like, here it is. Whoops. And it's like, fuck you.
You know what would be great?
What?
A post game where you can, like, how you could kind of design the Safari Zone yourself in, was it Heart Gold Soul Silver? Let you do that, kind of? They gave you, like, modules.
Maybe that was Heart Gold Soul Silver? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Anymore.
I'd like one where they let you have your own little battle area.
I thought that was Black and White, and now I'm thinking it's X and Y, and now you're saying Heart Gold Soul Silver, and I'm like, I don't know
It's in a game
anymore.
I haven't played.
I don't know anymore.
Anyways, I'd love it if they did one where you kind of set up your own battle area. Maybe the trainers that you collect phone numbers from, you can call them to recruit them to come and stand in your battle area, and you can put traps down and little puzzles, and then maybe share that online. So kind of a secret base, but also with like trainers that you can kind of customize.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That would be great. And you can set up what the prizes are from a set list of things that wouldn't be game breaking if your friends were allowed to get them.
I had a suggestion for a thing that was similar to that when I was like doing things earlier on. First of all, Oris with the oh Christ, what were they called? Like the secret bases. Mm-hmm. They did a thing in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire where they made them slightly better, and people were turning them into faux gyms.
Oh, you mentioned this to me, yes.
You could have multiple friends and their teams set up inside of your thing.
Oh, yeah. That's basically what I just described, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's nothing that you could really get at the end except for the flag, which got you free stuff for whatever reason.
But it was just, like, for furniture, right?
Yeah, but then people would set themselves up with, like, teams of Chanseys that only knew, like, Growl.
Okay.
And then you'd get certain little hidey holes that had, like, 6 trainers in them with level 80 Chanseys that only know Growl, and you'd go in there and just experience out the fucking ass the entire way through it. It was like, okay, cool. Thank you for this.
That's cool. Basically what I described. Just without, like, an in-game, like, encouragement for it.
There's Bill.
Oh, boy.
Hey,
Here's
Bill. What's up?
the hideous portal accident.
Hiya, I'm a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. Hey, what's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with a Pokemon.
But
he doesn't say what it is.
We might be joshing you.
So, how about it? Help me out here.
I like, though, how...
No! Come on, you gotta help a guy in deep trouble. What do you say, Chief? Please? Okay, alright. He didn't give me the option that time. When I'm in the teleporter, go to my PC and run the cell separation system.
I like that First of all, this is clearly easily reversible, so, like, he may have been doing this over and over. But also that he'll just come up, you come up to him, he's just like, hi, I'm a Pokemon. And then he drops the axe and is like, okay, return me to my meat space body. Like, I don't know, it feels like he's doing this on purpose. I think that he just needs to admit that he's just a furry. It's fine.
Yeah.
I hope someday there's just a Pokemaniac convention in one of the games when you just walk in and it's a bunch of dudes in costumes and Bill is there.
Yeah. Somebody said that they're pretty sure that in Fire Red Leaf Green it was a Chansey that he turned into, because in this that could be anything.
Yeah, in Pokemon Special it's a Rattata with his head on it.
In the anime it was a Kabuto.
It was a costume though. He's just stuck in it.
Yeah.
Also, the anime Bill is completely different. Different hairstyle, different outfit. Doesn't do the storage thing. He's just got a lighthouse and there's a fucking giant Dragonite for no reason.
Yeah, that always confused me, especially because they were like, oh, it's a brand new unknown Pokemon, and I'm like, it's a Dragonite. Like, don't fuck with me. I know what that is.
It was so weird. Early Pokemon anime was,
well, then you get things
Pokemon
like the fish and the dogs and everything in the background.
Yeah. Like, just early Pokemon in general, they didn't have a cohesive idea of what they wanted to do for a bit, so it's just super weird. Everything is just so strange.
Bill's just some generic guy now.
Yeah.
Yeah! Oh, sorry, yeehaw. No, yeehaw's with a W. That is yeehaw. Thanks, bud. I owe you one.
In some translations of various mangas and stuff, they give him a southern accent. I think he's supposed to be like from Osaka or whatever.
Well, I guess because his family is from Johto.
Are they?
Yeah, because he has a house in Johto.
Are you sure we're not thinking the Sevi Islands?
No, that's his family lives in Johto, and he moved out to move here to do his stuff. But then he comes back because wait, no, maybe it's not Johto. Is it?
I thought it was the Sevis.
Is it? No, I don't think it's the Sevis. Is it the? It might be Hoenn.
I don't know. He's from somewhere else.
Wally, his nephew.
I've never heard that.
Is that not what I'm thinking? I swear to God,
maybe that's true in a later game than I've played. I haven't played Oris.
No. I think that's from just general Ruby Sapphire.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I'm crazy.
I don't remember anything.
So did you come to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer. I've got to thank you. Oh, I know. Here, maybe this'll do. He gives us a fucking ticket on a boat.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to go on the boat.
That cruise ship, the San, it's in Vermilion with one L. Its passengers are all trainers. They invited me to their party, but I'm too socially awkward to go. Why don't you go? Instead of me.
I call Bill a weird furry with completely just affection for the idea that he's kind of just a shut-in nerd who's a little bit like weird about admitting to like dressing up as or splicing himself with Pokemon, and just he doesn't want to hang out with normies. Just I relate to that, sort of. Also, the Eevees. Hey, he just really likes Eevees.
Yeah, so this is a way that you can see all of the Eevees early doing this. This is also the only way, I think, to get them seen in your Pokedex, unless you, like, go out and fucking fight people with them.
I don't even remember if all of them are fightable.
That's what I mean, is I don't think that all of them are fightable in this game.
Those ears, though. That head, that's so different. Yeah.
Eevee looks so fucking weird in this game.
I know.
Eevee. Evolution Pokemon. And then Flareon.
I read the chat a little bit. Flareon. So it's possible to join cells with Pokemon. Yeah. Honestly, this whole situation makes me think of some sort of sci-fi story where some Pokemon used to be people and stuff. I think that's true sometimes.
Yamask.
Yeah, Yamask. I also,
that's a horror story, though. It's not sci-fi.
Yeah, I also think that LGM and Behiam aren't really Pokemon. They're just a different sentient species. And they're just being interpreted as animals because humans are like that?
Somebody said they think that his sister's in Goldenrod.
Maybe?
I swear to God, he's got an entire group of family members that are in a different city. They're
just not in Kanto.
Yeah, they're just not Kanto. It would make sense if it was Hoenn. I could be wrong about that, but I swear to God, it's... I don't know.
I like that Flareon's emerging from its own tail.
Yeah, Flareon looks evil.
It also is so fluffy.
It's also the only evolution that, to be totally honest, is great looking. It's an amazing Pokemon.
Terrible
I love Flareon.
moveset?
The worst moveset. It is the only evolution that is like 100% useless. It learns nothing that it can use appropriately. I think it learns like one actual fire type attack that works with its like stats in everything after 2nd gen anyway, because they did the stat split in 3rd gen.
Yeah.
But it learns one move that actually plays to its stats, because I think it turns into like a special attacker or something, and most fire type attacks are physical, or the other way around. I can't remember. The only move that it learns that it can make full and complete use of is Fire Blast, and you have to TM it onto a Flareon.
Huh.
Like, it's
so
terrible.
cute.
Its move pool is so awful.
I never trained one because I had heard that it's not very good.
They're not
I
very
was picked
good.
Jolteon instead, but it's so cute. I always wanted one. I do find it funny that at some point in high school I drew a Pokemon comic that had a lot of like anthro Pokemon in it, and there was a set of siblings that were all the evolutions, and the one who was a Flareon was the least useful.
There's your pin back, by the way.
Yeah, we're gonna wind up getting them and naming them.
I have no idea.
We probably won't get that far.
Jolteon's so fucking weird. Yeah, no, I think we're gonna stop after we beat Misty. I think that's a good place to stop.
You're getting tired.
I'm starting to. It's been about
It's fine.
5.5 hours.
That's
or so.
pretty good for us.
Vaporeon's not too bad in this, at least.
I don't think we've ever gone 5 hours in a recording.
No, in a recording session, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's pretty good for us. We the last time we did a stream, it was 3 hours, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and
maybe.
like that's us bouncing ideas off of other people and stuff. But like nothing makes us talk as much as Pokemon does.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah, I
first
think
gen.
that
There's
might
so
be
much
true.
to say in first gen. But like lately, we've been kind of, I don't know if it's really been shown, like you could tell this, but we've been drowsy a lot during a lot of our recording
I don't know.
sessions. It probably shows through a lot in the kinetic novels we just did. But like we've been sleepy, we've been inattentive, and I don't know, we've been low energy. But then Pokemon, we just keep going. I guess it helps that we're not afraid to chug down a Red Bull on like.
Yeah.
Stream etiquette is different.
But yeah, I am just going to reiterate, because I feel like I said this at the beginning and not everybody was here, so I'm going to say it now.
Hey, Buster's is back. Hi.
Yeah, and then he left. Good luck. Hope your stream is successful.
Cool, thanks. Oh yeah, I'm very sleepy all the time, by the way. Yes, I'm a dream stealing taper, but like I usually work opening shifts at my job, so I might be up at like 3 or 4 a.m. and then come home and do this stuff. So
Yeah.
sometimes that's just how I am. And Josh is a caffeine addict, but usually I kind of tell him try not to drink more than 1 Red Bull a day. So sometimes he's just drowsy because.
Yeah, I'm very sleepy, and I kind of impart that sleepiness on other people sometimes too.
I think that's not a normal thing. It's,
No, I don't think so
it
either.
comes from touching you.
No,
because you're
it's-
very warm.
It's because I'm very warm, but I'm also just generally relaxing to be around.
If
I think
Josh
that's what it
Josh
is.
holds a baby, the baby falls asleep.
Immediately. This is
Well,
we've
not-
actually
not
proved
always.
well, almost always, but it's we've proven this by handing
Yeah, he
me many
babysits
babies.
his niece, and like it's just Josh is warm. You're holding Josh, you fall asleep.
Yeah, all but immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, fucking, I think we're gonna try and do Misty, and if we, yes, for those of you who don't remember, we didn't beat Misty.
Yeah, we
lost
tried
to
and we failed.
Starmie, so we're gonna do it again here.
What are our levels at? Can I take a look at our guys?
Oh wait, because we did Bill, we can actually push forward too. If we
Oh
want
yeah,
to.
we could just ignore Misty.
Trash King is 20, 21, 14, 6, 12, and
Man,
10.
why would we bother buying Fruit Punch if you weren't going to train him?
I'm training him a little
Do we have
bit.
anything in the box?
Not anything super useful. We got that Oddish.
We might want to switch Fruit Punch for Oddish if
Yeah,
for soup.
yeah,
We're
fair
switching
enough.
Fruit Punch for soup. It's still very drinkable.
Yeah.
Don't release.
Oh god.
Never
Okay.
release.
I always forget how this fucking works because it's so bad in this generation.
Yeah.
Okay, depositing Fruit Punch. And then withdrawing soup.
Yeah.
Okay. Soup is taken out. Got soup.
Yeah. Also, like, I never release Pokemon.
Yeah, no,
Josh
I know.
didn't used to have a problem with that, but I react so poorly to the idea that he kind of tries not to. I mean, he does breeding projects where he'll try to go for IVs and stuff, but like,
which means I've got like a box of 6 Scraggies or something like that left over in certain situations.
like he will. You do release some of the less good ones, right?
If
you
don't know
don't
if I
think
have
they're-
lately. I think I was doing it for space for a while
Yeah.
because after you get 6 or 7 boxes full of like
Oh yeah.
rejected egg things, it's like, okay, this
Like
is
you
this is
hand out
necessary.
some of the decent ones
Yeah,
with
yeah,
good
yeah.
natures,
I at
but
least
like
I
you
make an
can't
attempt to.
pawn all of them off. But
No, it's very
like
difficult to do.
he sometimes just has spares that he swaps with his friends, but like I get that, but it's like, oh, you're destroying this thing. It's deleted. It's gone forever. I'm a digital hoarder. I try not to acquire tons of garbage in real life, but if it's something that just takes up a little blip of space in a hard drive, it's like, yeah, I'm keeping this, I'm keeping this, I'm keeping everything I've ever drawn. I'm just like that. So just releasing Pokemon just shakes me to the bone in a way that's like, I don't actually care if other people do, but I never will. I'm not releasing a Pokemon.
I understand.
It's to the point where I like just create characters out of Pokemon. I try to like give each single garbage adventure team Geodude that I put an HM onto. I try to just like I EV train them and stuff just to make them the best they can be to justify not getting rid of them. Like I'm a weirdo.
It's fine.
Let's see what's going on. Buster's is still in here.
He's also drunk.
That's fine. That's normal. I mean, he's not always drunk, but like it's not like he doesn't drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a bud.
I was going to say, for those of you who weren't here at the very beginning, by the way, I said some stuff at the beginning. We fixed our internet, so our internet's good. I haggled with Comcast, and now we have internet that's literally 20 times better than it was, and we are paying $20 less for it a month forever.
Comcast is weird.
Comcast is strange. I had to romance many people. No, I don't
No.
know. I had to
But
charisma
we might
people,
do
though.
streams a lot now.
Yeah,
is what
we're
you're getting at, right?
yeah. What I'm getting at is that for those of you who aren't aware, because we're probably going to wrap the stream up here in just a little bit, I straight up might just start doing streams like 3 times a week if you guys are into it. Just let me know if you're into it. That's more or less what I'm trying to say here.
Okay, I'm just gonna read them off. They're gonna try and do Misty, you and everyone else. I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're drunk, so yeah.
Good job getting those charisma checks for better internet.
Yeah.
Also, he still needs to watch the Dragon Quest Builder LP. He saw that. Okay, so when we put up the Dragon Quest Builder Sick Day LP, he saw that we did it. He started squealing in Discord, and then he went. He went and downloaded the demo to do it for himself.
Yeah.
And he still hasn't watched the LP, but it's like he came to a lot of the conclusions we did. That Pippa gets too close to your face, and that we really want roofs.
She does. She gets so close to your face.
He looked up, I think it was him and not you. Or did you look up how roofs work?
I didn't look up how roofs
Okay,
work.
so
I'm
one
pretty
of you
sure.
guys found out about, like, the roof tiles will become a thing later in the game, and that's
Oh,
annoying
okay.
that they're just after the demo.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like, they show up after the demo, so it's really annoying because it feels like you just can't make roofs properly.
Yeah, right? Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand that choice.
Back sprite to Oddish is pretty good. I like the level of shading they're
It's
going
pretty
for.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything turns green for Absorb. Ooh.
Yeah.
Is this a stall tactic? You're going to oh well.
Honestly, this was I was just hoping that one of these guys would be able to do decent damage against this Starmie, and Soup is doing okay, but he's gonna die.
No. Oh,
He does. He's not surviving another hit. He's gone.
But that took something off.
Yeah,
it.
no, it did help at least a little bit. Do I even have any potions or anything? I don't think I do. Nope.
No.
Yeah, I'm an idiot who doesn't buy potions.
Ah.
Okay, now we're down to Crimbo and Trash King.
Steak Justice is back. Yeah, we didn't name him Mr. Popo. Soup is short for onion noodle soup because
Yeah, we were thinking
Oddish
about
is an
Mr.
onion.
Popo, but then
And I was
decided
thinking
that's a bad
Bosco, but
idea.
Soup is a cute name.
Yeah,
and
Soup is super
I drink
cute.
soup. I love soup. I have soup every morning. Well, I have cup noodle every morning. That's kind of a soup. It's also probably eventually going to kill me that I literally eat a cup noodle every morning.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that so much, to be honest.
It's been fine. I'm
just
fine.
saying.
I also drink from the pickle jar, and he won't let me drink ketchup anymore.
Or, what was it we were talking
sauce.
about? Barbecue sauce.
We're just rehashing old jokes now.
No, that's fine.
I literally do drink from the pickle jar, though. It's good for the throat. My dad used to claim that it would eat away at the lining of my stomach, more so than the hydrochloric acid that's naturally in there.
Yeah.
But, like, I looked it up, it's like, no, a little bit of vinegar or pickle juice is actually supposed to be kind of good for you. Everything in moderation. Crimbo!
He can't land a hit to save his goddamn life. Literally here.
Yeah. I had that problem with a Rapidash and Platinum.
Well, I can't give this one glasses.
Yeah, I gave it like a focus lens, and we treated it like I put eyeglasses on my horse and that it made him good at things. Also, his primary attack was like flame wheel, so I just imagined that this horse was doing a cartwheel, and then he keeps missing because he can't see. It was kind of cute.
Hey, dead Misty.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Trash King. Thanks, Trash King.
He is our king.
We had to, literally kill off 5 of our guys to get Trash King to win.
It worked. Is this us concluding? Should we do some final thoughts?
Wow, you're too much. All right. You can have the Cascade badge to show you beat me. And we get money. Thanks. The Cascade badge makes all Pokemon up to level 30 obey. That includes even outsiders. There's more. You can now use Cut
so
at
if you
any
have like
time.
an Ultra Beast under level 30, you can still control it.
Yep. You can cut down small bushes to open new paths. You can also have my favorite TM. I think it's Bubble Beam, if I'm not mistaken, but I
think
can't
so.
remember. TM11
Yeah.
teaches Bubble Beam, yeah. Use it on an aquatic Pokemon.
Okay, which isn't really a qualifier that means anything. There's aquatic Pokemon that aren't even water type. Maybe not in this game, though, I guess.
You beat Misty. What did I tell you? You and me, kid, we make a pretty darn good team.
You didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of aquatic Pokemon that probably do learn Bubble Beam, actually, but aren't water type. That Seahorse from 6th Gen.
Dragalge?
Yeah.
Sprout?
It's the evolved form is Poison and Dragon.
Which
and I
is
never
kinda
remember
cool.
that. I never
also,
remember that.
Electros is pure electric.
Yeah.
And it levitates, and it's cool
It looks
looking.
like a water
it's an
type,
eel
but yeah,
lamprey
it's just
thing,
a
but it's like,
eel.
yeah, it's not water type.
No, not in the slightest.
Yeah.
Your Pokemon are fighting fit. Okay. So yeah, I guess this is a good place to sign off. We actually beat Misty, and it's been 5 hours.
Actually, your clock says 6:56. We started like
5:30.
Oh, okay.
There's a literal clock on the thing.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we started a little bit.
Yeah, it was a
after
little
one.
bit late.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's still pretty good.
So final thoughts?
Okay, chat, give us your final thoughts.
No, from you too. You talk.
Yeah, no, I'll do it first. I'm really proud of us for not falling asleep halfway through this. I guess Pokemon gives us a lot to talk about. Streaming is fun, and we do want to do it more often. Everything has been great, and our chat is cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's weird that people we know from one place and people we know from another place are in the chat together. You guys would probably all be friends, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is cool. Buster's is a cool guy. You should all go tell him he's cool. Give him compliments. He won't take them, but do it anyways to annoy him.
Yeah, and then beat him up.
No. Honestly, it's weird that you and him don't hang out.
No, it's fine.
Like, you guys just have a lot in common.
All of you are good people. You're all amazing.
Is that an emoji of a dog?
I can't tell. Final thoughts. I like the stream. Zangoose is the best Pokemon. I need to get 3rd and the remakes of 2nd Gen.
Yeah, I still haven't... 2nd Gen's really good, and 4th is my favorite, so you'd think I'd have Soul Silver, and I don't. I'm only going to be Fire Endez with Peel that can beat me up.
He's drunk.
That sounds correct for him.
He's so drunk.
I'm like a Pokemon trainer.
It's a dog spreading cement.
Is that okay?
I don't
Twitch?
know.
Twitch is weird.
Yeah, Twitch is a little strange. Bubble Beam is literally just the better version of Bubble. That's true.
Steak Justice pointed out that Persian can learn Bubble Beam?
Probably.
Are we sure? Is that a 1st Gen thing?
I don't know. I don't
that's
remember.
Weird. I know it can learn Thunder in later stuff. But Meowth is in blue. Blue was the one I play. Because I like Meowth.
Red has Growlithe, and I know for a fact that if you glitch the game even a little bit, you can start catching Growlithe out in the water, which is fine and fun. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Red gets Growlithe and Ekans and a few other things. And then Blue gets Meowth and Vulpix and Sandshrew and a few other things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Final thoughts for me. I love this game. We're gonna probably come back to this eventually, but we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. Meowth can learn Thunderbolt. First Gen Persian can learn Body Slam.
Yes, it can.
Yeah.
It was actually OU in the tier listings for Red and Blue, which
they
means
had
it was
tier listings that far back. Well, retroactively.
Retroactively,
okay.
Yeah. Kind of.
I was gonna say, how long has Smogon been around?
It was a super good Pokemon back in the day.
Okay. Do you think that if we continuously find times to do this, do you think we're just going to stream all the way up through the generations?
I would like to eventually.
Yeah, we can try.
If these do get enough attention, if people really like these, and
everyone likes Pokemon.
Just if more people start showing up or whatever, yeah, I'd like to continue these and not just do Red version. I'd like to do Silver and Gold and then Ruby and Sapphire and all that other stuff. Maybe not the remakes. Maybe not the third versions.
So eventually, if we get a Capture Card DS, which 3DS, which are 2DS?
2DS technically, I think is the one that we were shooting for.
Yeah, like when we do that, I might finally spring for some of the games that I haven't done. I never did Heart Gold Soul Silver. I did 5th Gen. Neither of us did Black and White 2.
To be totally honest with you, most of the games up until like Sun and Moon, X and Y up in there, we have usable versions of those that are mine that we could just save over because there are no Pokemon on any of those anymore.
Oh yeah, you
up
transferred
to about 6th or 7th gen. Yeah, I have a living Pokedex.
You got Heart Gold. What if I wanted to play Silver? I had Silver when I was a kid. What if I want Soul Silver?
We could play actual Silver for Gen 2 if you want.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Either way.
You could do a lot of things.
But like there's a lot of games I didn't play because I'm weird about it.
Yeah.
Like, I did not, first of all, I don't want to spend the money.
Yeah, no,
but also,
I understand.
like, I did not want to go to 5th gen until I beat Platinum, and I just kept not finding the time. I think of it as a commitment. If I'm going to play Pokemon, I want to do it all the way. I want to bond with my Pokemon and come up with OC designs for them and stuff. It's just like, so I just didn't touch certain things, because it's just like, oh, I'm so busy. I'm too busy drawing Pokemon to play Pokemon. I don't know. But maybe once we get stuff set up to do it, I'll do some of the later games because I haven't played them before.
Someone destroyed this table, by the way.
Yeah.
This whole house is wrecked by Pokemon.
And it's really satisfying to look at because they needed unique sprites.
Yes, they did. Everything here is unique. Team Rocket must be trying to dig their way into no good. And they've destroyed like that plant and a bunch of books and shit. Those miserable Rockets. Look at what they did here. They stole a TM for teaching Pokemon how to dig holes. That cost me a bundle, it did.
These kinds of things aren't all that hard to get in later games. It's weird to think of TMs as being
It's obvious that Team Rocket is behind this, the most heinous crime. Okay, even our police force has trouble with the Rockets. He's right there. he's just...
yeah.
Okay, whatever. So anyway, yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to like come over here to the stuff that's going on, but yeah. So just I think that we would like to do more streaming more often. I think we're seriously considering that capture card concept.
Yeah, we can afford it. We just keep thinking, oh, we wanted to do this game and this. If we're streaming, we can make more time for streams. We may need to invest in more storage for our videos because we've made so many. That's fine.
Potentially, but honestly, I don't think that we really need to do. I think it's more my problem, and I've just been lazy about it.
Oh yeah, because you have to like save like the YouTube versions, which are compressed down a little, and get rid of some of the stuff. Because I mean, I don't think there's any reason anyone would need to be able to recall like high def versions of some of our older LPs.
Really is either, yeah.
Nah, just go actually play Digimon or whatever.
Well, no, go and watch our LP.
Yeah, watch our LPs. But if you need
play it afterwards,
if you need high resolution footage of Digimon Data Squad for the PS2, go find the game on eBay.
Yeah, or something. But anyway. yeah, the just in general, we're thinking about doing the capture card thing, which we originally set the Patreon up for, and we might have gotten close to it because the other Patreon goal was $75 a month. We'd get better internet, but that's not really an issue anyways. Now. So one of the things that I wanted to announce during this actual stream was that because the internet's better, I'm gonna have to retool the Patreon. So people who are in goals right now, there's a chance some of the goals you're in might change. I'm gonna keep them as close to what they are right now as possible. If anything, I'm just gonna add things to goals. But for the most part, we have to find other things to pay into.
Honestly, we need to find a lot of stuff in general to do.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna have to restructure the whole thing, though.
Like I offer on my personal Patreon, I offer sketches and stuff, and I also sort of contribute to a podcast that Busters and I and some other friends do. And I haven't contributed shit to that, but in theory, I will if people pay into it. Busters can leave a link if he wants. But then for ours, like, we haven't done too much, and we gotta figure it out. Like, I'm thinking I might do more drawing videos. I might do more drawing request videos, like, just vague stuff, like people can say, hey, draw a mouse today, and then maybe I will. And then we'll put up a video of it. We don't know yet. We're gonna have to brainstorm ideas, but we gotta just put stuff out there and lure money in, and maybe I'll quit my job someday and we can be professionally crowd pleasers. I don't know. That's the dream, but, to be able to make a living on my art.
Yeah, there's also, if you guys haven't noticed, I tried to put a tip button at the bottom of the fucking Twitch, but I don't know if it's working right now. It's just a big picture of red and a Bulbasaur. Yeah. Outside of that, like I said, I'm gonna have to restructure part of the Patreon now. I'm gonna be doing more streams probably throughout the week. I'll try and let people know ahead of time. Mm-hmm. That might be kind of difficult. I might find a way to let you guys know that would be more reliable. This is eventually going to go up on the YouTube, so for people who are seeing this for the first time on YouTube, that's something that's definitely going to be happening from now on. Outside of that, I got nothing else I want to say. We're working on getting the 3DS stuff. If that happens and I'm streaming regularly, I'll just start streaming 3DS games at some point.
Yeah.
Or DS games, for that matter.
Yeah, we got a ton of DS games. You can get some really great garbage DS games for like $1. We might just pile up on them. The link that Buster's just put in the chat, Josh, I'll leave it up to you to decide if you want it linked on the YouTube archive. Probably not. Content's a little different from ours. It's different people with me involved. I'll just say as a blanket warning, I don't control anyone's language. Sometimes they drunk. Sometimes they say stuff. Just as a warning, because a lot of my viewership and readership from Popcas may be more from politically correct part of the internet. We don't do much, just as a warning if anyone finds anything they don't like. It's like, There's a lot of projects and stuff that we got going on in general, and they're all cool, and we're going to want to do more of them more often.
Yep, that's
I lost track of what I was doing.
I got nothing else to say.
I'm tired.
Do you want to call it a day?
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night. And all support is good support.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Even if you can applaud us, even if you can like videos and comment on stuff, that's cool too.
Quite honestly, just the confirmation that people pay attention to me is sometimes enough. I always find it really cool, like just seeing the number of likes on a Popcas post or whatever. It's just like, man, people noticed I exist. That still is like great for me. Oof, are we done? No, okay, the music stopped, so I was did you cut it off?
It's the game is off.
Okay. But just sometimes it's just acknowledgement that I did a thing is enough. Because, like, it's coming from everywhere. I don't know where some of you guys live, but it's like, oh, man, this person in some random part of the universe noticed me. Cool. I affected someone's eyeballs. I might affect someone's opinions about a thing. I might affect someone's mood for the day because I drew a thing they liked. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, nice seeing all of you. Thank you for showing up for the stream.
Happy birthday to Josh.
Happy birthday, everybody.
It was 2 days ago, but happy birthday to Josh. Every day's his birthday. That's why he's so old. No. My birthday's in April. I don't know if I want to do anything. I might decide to have a themed stream, but I don't know what it would be.
We'll find out then.
Yeah, it might be something ironic.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.